شاء الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
ثلة من الأولين.
ثلة من الأولين.
وثلة من الآخرين.
وثلة من الآخرين.
وأصحاب الشمال
وأصحاب الشمال
ما أصحاب الشمال.
ما أصحاب الشمال.
في سموم وحميم.
في سموم وحميم.
وظل من يحموم.
وظل من يحموم.
لا بارد ولا كريم.
لا بارد ولا كريم.
إنهم كانوا
قبل ذلك
مترفين.
وكانوا يصرون
على الحنث العظيم. وكانوا يقولون أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أإنا لمبعوثون. أو آباؤنا الأولون. قل إن الأولين والآخرين لمجموعون إلى ميقات يوم معلوم. ثم إنكم أيها الضالون المكذبون لآكلون من شجر من زقوم فمالئون منها البطون فشاربون عليه من الحميم فشاربون شرب الهيم هذا نزلهم يوم الدين نحن خلقناكم فلولا تصدقون أفرأيتم ما تمنون أأنتم تخلقونه أم نحن الخالقون نحن قدرنا بينكم الموت وما نحن بمسبوقين على أن نبدل أمثالكم وننشئكم فيما لا تعلمون ولقد علمتم النشأة الأولى فلولا تذكرون نشاء جعلناه أجاجا فلولا تشكرون أفرأيتم النار التي تورون أأنتم أنشأتم شجرتها أم نحن المنشئون نحن جعلناها تذكرة ومتاعا للمقوين فسبح باسم ربك العظيم. Inshallah, brother Keston will read the translation of these ayahs.
Many of them will be from the former and many from the latter generations. As for those of the left hand, how unfortunate will be the people of the left hand. They will be in the midst of scorching winds and in boiling water, in the shade of a pitch black smoke, neither cool nor refreshing. For they lived in comfort before meeting this fate. They persisted in heinous sins and used to say, when we are dead and turned to dust and bones, shall we then be raised to life again? And our forefathers too? Tell them, surely those of old and those of present age shall certainly be brought together on an appointed time of a known day. Then, O the erring rejectors, you shall eat of the zakum tree and fill your bellies with it, and drink on top of it scalding water. Yet you shall drink it like a thirsty camel do. Such will be their entertainment on the day of reckoning. We have created you, then why do you have not believed in the resurrection? Have you ever considered the semen you discharge? Is it you who created the child from it? Or are we the creator? Is it we who have ordained death among you, and we are not helpless in replacing you by others like yourselves, or transforming you into beings that you do not know? You already know well your first creation. Why then do you not take heed? Have you ever considered the seed that you sow in the ground? Is it you who cause it to grow, or are we the grower? If it be our will, we could crumble your harvest into chaff, and you would then be left lamenting. We are indeed left laden with debts. Indeed, we have been deprived from the fruits of our labor. Have you ever considered the water which you drink? Is it you who send it down from the clouds, or are we the sender? If it be our will, we could turn it salty. Why then do you not give thanks? Have you ever considered the fire that you kindle? Is it you who made the tree to grow, which feeds the fire, or are we the grower? We have made it a reminder of the great fire of hell, and a provision of life for the travelers. So glorify the name of your Rabb, who is the greatest.
Thank you. Jazakallah khair. Good translation. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبنا وحبيب رب العالمين. I'll start without this. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبنا وحبيب رب العالمين أما بعد. Last week we started this surah, and inshallah before Ramadan we will finish the tafsir of this surah inshallah. Remember, the time of revelation of this surah was, and we mentioned, those who were not here, it is just a small briefing update. It was revealed before Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was accepting Islam. So it was 5 years of prophethood of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because this was the sister of Umar ibn al-Khattab. She used the word لا يمسه إلا الطاهر. That this Quran should not be touched, but the pure, clean, but with the clean people. So remember the story when she was reciting Surah Taha, but this surah was revealed before Surah Taha. Also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discussed in the first few lines. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has discussed the first, it is on the left one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has discussed the day of judgment. And remember, the hadith says, when the colors of the hair of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam became gray, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he asked this question. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Surah Hud, Surah Waqi'ah, Surah Mursalat, Surah Amma Yatasa'alun, and Surah Al-Takwir made the color of my hair is gray. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the previous people in these surahs. Also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the day of judgment and Jahannam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in these surah as well. So after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after mentioning the day of judgment, إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْوَاقِعَةِ, the earthquake will take place, and then the earth, the mountain will be like a foam, very light weight for the mountains. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَكُنْتُمْ أَزْوَاجًا ثَلَاثًا, and you will be divided into 3 groups. A group of sabiqun as-sabiqun, أُولَٰئِكَ الْمُقَرَّبُونَ, the first and foremost people. Okay? And there is another group, Ashabul Yameen or Ashabul Maymana, people of the right hand. As-sabiqun as-sabiqun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned them first. And what will be given to them in Jannah is also mentioned, and we have discussed that in the last Friday. Then the group of Ashabul Maymana or Ashabul Yameen, the people of the right hand. The word Yameen is also used Yumna, a power, a good. And the Arab, whenever they invite the guest, they would let them sit on their right side. So this was a protocol, honor and dignity to them as well. Also it is mentioned that those people who will be given the book of their deeds in their right hand, they are Ashabul Maymana, and they will have happy life, and they will be given fruit, Hurul Ayn, shadow, and fruit, endless fruit, وَفَاكِهَةٍ كَثِيرًا لَا مَقْتُوعَةٍ وَلَا مَمْنُوعَةٍ, and nobody can stop that fruit. Subhanallah. The meats of the birds will be given. وَلَحْمِ طَيْرٍ مِمَّا يَشْتَهُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also mentioned that. Spouses, عُرْبًا أَتْرَابًا, a very beautiful woman for those people will be, yeah. They will be provided to the people of the right hand, and as well as in those who are. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned عُرْبًا أَتْرَابًا فَجَعَلْنَاهُنَّ أَبْكَارًا. They will be virgin. No jinn, no human being have ever touched those women. And Allah says we have created them for the people of Jannah. And Allah says especially لِأَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينِ, for the right thing. Now, at the first section, Allah says سُلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْأَوَّلِينَ وَقَلِيلٌ مِّنَ الْآخِرِينَ. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says سُلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْأَوَّلِينَ وَسُلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْآخِرِينَ. A band of the first generation and a band of the later generation. Remember, we have discussed this one, 2 interpretations among the Mufassirin, even among the Sahaba. From Adam alayhi salam to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, this is the first generation, and from him, from Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, till the day of judgment, the last person, this will be the other one. But every nation, there were some good people,
Sabiqun there, Ashab al-Maymana also, and also bad people. But the Prophet ﷺ says that Ibn Kathir has quoted that hadith that the previous prophet were mentioned to me and they were presented to me by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of the prophets were shown to him as only 2 companions who believed. Some of them only 3, some of them 1, just imagine. And some of them only their prophet and no one believed in them. The biggest number after that, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. A lot of good number of people believed in him. And subhanallah, imagine, Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, he invited his people from 950 years. The maximum number, if we accept that, this was 80. For 950 years, only 80 people accepted Islam. And alhamdulillah, our ummah, there are Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Umar ibn al-Khattab, and all those very, very first people, first class people, you know, a business class we have when we go. There are special protocol for them. On the day of judgment, these people who were worshipping Allah from the bottom of their hearts, whenever there is a call, these people always there. Remember, and I mentioned among the Sabiqun, one of the title of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu is Sabbaq. Always number 1. Always number 1. One day after Salatul Fajr, he asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, who is fasting today? He said, I. Who visited a sick person? He said, I. Who gives donation sadaqah? I. Subhanallah, everything. He says how Umar ibn Khattab was surprised. How it is possible before Fajr, he comes just for Fajr and everything is done. So he said, Ya Rasulullah, when I was coming, I know Abdul Rahman ibn Auf was sick and I visited him before I come for Fajr. Subhanallah. And I found someone who was in need of help and I give sadaqah. And I'm fasting today. Subhanallah. You know, as-sabiqun, as-sabiqun. That's why there are, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among this, or at least make us among Ashab al-Maymana.
And these are the foremost people.
Yes, very foremost. And this will be among the tabi'een and taba tabi'een also. Maybe among this generation as well. Allah knows best. So today we are talking about the other generation, people of the left hand. Allah says, وَأَصْحَابُ الشِّمَالِ مَا أَصْحَابُ الشِّمَالِ. Who are people of the left hand? مَا أَصْحَابُ الشِّمَالِ. How bad there are people. فِي سَمُومٍ وَحَمِيمٍ. You know, samum is a heat, fire, a heat storm. Samum, you see, in the very, very hot weather, the air comes with like killing people. And last year it was in Karachi a little bit, you know, and we started making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But on the day of judgment, it will be very, very severe. Hamim, you know, Hamim also has 2 meanings. Number 1 is hot water. Also for a good, real friend, this word is كَأَنَّهُ وَلِيٌّ Hamim. Why it is used for friendship? A very close friend, very sincere, because he's hard from inside. He wants to help his friend. This one. And also this is a positive word is used and also negative. Negative means most of the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mentioned that it is a hot water will be given to the people of Jahannam. Very hot water. When they eat, when they drink this, their inside will be boiling. Just imagine. إِنَّ شَجَرَةَ الزَّقُومِ طَعَامُ الْأَثِيمِ كَالْمُهْلِ يَغْلِي فِي الْبُطُونِ. Allah mentioned in Surah Dukhan. وَظِلٍّ مِّن يَحْمُونَ. Just to compare this with the people of Sabiqun, Allah mentioned in that ayah, ظِلٍّ مَمْدُودٍ. Long, good shade will be there in Jannah and they will enjoy their life. Here Allah says, ظِلٍّ. Zil means shade. You know the shade? Yahmoon. Yahmoon means it's a black smoke. And they will consider it is a shadow, but when they come there, it is very hot, very black, they will be coughing there. ظِلٍّ مِّن يَحْمُومٍ. Allah says about that shadow or that shade, Allah says, لَا بَارِدٍ وَلَا كَرِيمٍ. You know barid? Bard means in Arabic cold. When Allah ordered the fire where Ibrahim alayhi salam was thrown, Allah told the fire, قُلْنَا يَا نَارُ كُونِي بَرْدًا وَسَلَامًا. Okay? Oh fire, be cold. Okay? Barid, the Arab use for cold. Okay? Is bird outside. Is bird inside. You see that's the use. Bard means coldness. This smoke, this fire is not cold. This people think they will try to run there inside the Jahannam. That this is shadow, we can take protection and refuge. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, La barid. It's not cold. Wala kareem. And it is not beneficial, it is not good. You know, the word kareem is in the last section also. Allah used this word for the Quran. Innahu la Qur'anun kareem. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that the smoke of the fire is not kareem. It's not good. Okay? Whenever the Arab they use this word, you know, kareem, ibn kareem, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was told that a man, they asked him, how would you treat us? How would I treat you? And they said, you are Kareem, Ibn Kareem, and Ibn Kareem. You are the son of Kareem, the beneficial, kind. Why they will be given this? In their worldly life, Allah says, إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُتْرَفِينَ. These are the people, they were spending their life in very luxurious life. Beautiful houses, all kind of food. You know, even drinking haram, doing haram, just enjoying the life. And Allah says in Surah Al-Inshiqaq, إِنَّهُ كَانَ فِي أَهْلِهِ مَسْرُورًا. He was very happy in their worldly life. And they were enjoying their life. Halal house, no problem. Halal wife, no problem. Halal enjoyment, no problem. But people who are crossing the limits. You know, one of the imam last week went to perform a nikah in our Muslim house, you know. And after he performed the nikah, he saw the bottle of wine inside the house. Just imagine, and he told me, there are Muslims. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُتْرَفِينَ. If people don't repent from those things, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that. They enjoy their life in this dunya, luxurious life. Okay? Do not pay attention to Allah and Muhammad and this deed. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ وَكَانُوا يُسِرُّونَ. وَكَانُوا and they يُسِرُّونَ from Israr. You know Israr means? Persistence. This is the word Israr. Okay? Is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala persistent. Persistent means a person who commits a sin and he keep doing and does not come back. And one of the good qualities of the righteous people, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the Jannati people, أُعِدَّتِ الْمُتَّقِينَ وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا فَعَلُوا فَاحِشَةً أَوْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ ذَكَرُوا اللَّهَ فَاسْتَغْفَرُوا لِذُنُوبِهِمْ وَمَنْ يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَلَمْ يُصِرُّوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلُوا. These righteous people, good people, they do infaq. They control their anger, they forgive the people, they take care, they do ihsan. But when they commit a sin, they remember Allah and they ask forgiveness for Allah. But Allah said, they do not persist on what they have done. وَلَمْ يُسِرُّوا. And here Allah says, وَكَانُوا يُسِرُّونَ. And these are the people who persistently committing that sin. Now, hinthil azim. You know the hinth? The Holy Quran, I was studying and I was preparing for this halaqa. I found in the Quran 8 words Allah used for the sin. Number 1, dhanb, yaznibun. Number 2, khata. Number 3, hinth, and I will disclose inshallah. Number 4, ithm. You know. Number 5, ijram. Number 6, hub. Number 7, junah, la junah. And number 8, which is the last one, lamam. Now go one by one. The dhanb is general. All kind of dhanb, from minor sin to the major, a big sin. Remember, when Musa alayhi salam, he killed a man, and then he came back and he was mentioned, وَلَهُمْ عَلَيَّ ذَنْبٌ. Okay? He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah, they have a sin on me that I killed a person there. So he used this word, Sayyidina, in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned. That's called dhanb. And if you go more in detail, dhanb also called the Arabic use for the tail. You know tail? The donkey, Zanab, dhanb. You know, the root is there. Zanab and dhanb, close. And if you go in detail, you will find some relationship with that one. Dhanb. Khata is a mistake, a sin, unintentionally when it happens. For example, if I give you a gun to just shoot this door and that light is your target, and you try your best and it goes here, there. This is called khata. Okay? Hub, this hub is in Ethiopian language, you know. In Ethiopian language, they use this word for the sin. But what kind of sin? In Arabic, this is the sin Allah used when the earth, a family relationship, when you occupy or you take a right of your relative and you do not pretend. And Allah says, وَآتُوا الْيَتَامَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ وَلَا تَتَبَدَّلُوا الْخَبِيثَ بِالطَّيِّبِ وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ حُوبًا كَبِيرًا. This is a major sin as well. But subhanallah, the beauty of the Arabic language. Hins, which is mentioned here. كَانُوا يُصِرُّونَ عَلَى الْحِنْثِ الْعَظِيمِ. Hins is a major sin in which your covenant is there, your agreement. For example, your marriage contract. Or you did, before our creation, Allah took our soul, okay, and asked him, am I not your Lord? All of us, we said, Alastu bi rabbikum? Qalu bala, you are our Lord. So that is agreement, okay? Our agreement with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there is a resurrection, okay? That yes, you. But those who break this kind of covenant and to commit the sin. For example, a major sin, the one who commits zina, adultery or fornication, okay? It's a major sin. He persistent on this one. It's also called hins. And there are ithm. Ithm called from a minor sin and it will take you to the bigger sin as well. Ithmun. Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned that as well in the Quran. Afakim, athim, you know, the one who commit a thing. Now, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used this word, that the righteous, good things which will make you happy, and the bad thing which you feel in your heart, that is bad. Ijram is also alaykum tujrimun. This is another kind of sin. Okay, but very rare used in the story of Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam in the Quran. Junah is not actually sin, but it is to take you to that. That's why Allah says, La junaha alaykum. Many times in the Quran, there is no sin on you if you do this. But if there are, then there is junah. Lamam, Quran uses this word in Surah Al-Najm, remember, we studied there. الَّذِينَ يَجْتَنِبُونَ كَبَائِرَ الْإِثْمِ وَالْفَوَاحِشِ إِلَّا اللَّمَمْ. Lamam is a minor sin. But if a person persists on the minor sin, they will take them to the major sin. Okay, and may Allah save all of us from all of these sins. Okay. So وَكَانُوا يُسِرُّونَ عَلَى الْحِنْثِ الْعَظِيمِ. So how many words Quran used for the sin? 8 words Allah used. Now, one of the major sin is وَكَانُوا يَقُولُونَ أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا وَعِظَامًا أَإِنَّا لَمَبْعُوثُونَ. They used to say, when we die and become dust and bone, then we shall be resurrected. They were asking a question. They say it's amazing. And our aba'un al-awwalun, and our forefather, the first generation, how it is possible to be resurrected? How they going to come back? This is their question. Our aba'una al-awwalun. See, and Allah says, He is the one who created you first time, so it is not difficult for Him. Allah says in another surah, وَهُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ وَهُوَ أَهْوَنُ عَلَيْهِ. It is much easier. Second time, if an engineer, he does something. For example, a Toyota, a new model car, they create or bring them in existence. The second time, it is to create that one. Is that difficult? No. Allah used this word for our understanding. Allah does not need that explanation. But Allah says, look at them. I have created you and I can create you again. No problem with it with me. For Allah, nothing is difficult. There is an arrogant man mentioned his name in the tafsir. When in Surah Yasin, Allah says, أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الْإِنسَانُ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ مِنْ نُطْفَةٍ فَإِذَا هُوَ خَصِيمٌ مُبِينٌ وَضَرَبَ لَنَا مَثَلًا وَنَسِيَ خَلْقَهُ قَالَ مَنْ يُحْيِي الْعِظَامَ وَهِيَ رَمِيمٌ. He went to the cemetery, the graveyard. He took up the bone of the dead body, old one. He crushed it in front of the Prophet ﷺ, and he blew it with his head. How it is possible to be resurrected? Do you think, O Muhammad? He says, the Prophet ﷺ told him, yes, and laka misla, you will be resurrected as well. Okay? And that man was very arrogant. Probably A'il, his name, part of his name is A'il, Wa'il, or something like that. So these are the people, the resurrection for them, they say, and any time a person who does not believe in resurrection, he will commit all kind of sin. Because they say, this is the only dunya for you. Okay? They think, yeah, there is no hereafter, you will not be questioned, you will not be asked. Okay? So that's why they commit this act. Allah says, قُلْ إِنَّ الْأَوَّلِينَ وَالْآخِرِينَ. Yes, you and your forefather, the first generation and the last generation, لَمَجْمُعُونَ إِلَى مِيقَاتِ يَوْمٍ مَعْلُومٍ, shall all be gathered toward the meeting point. Miqat. Miqat, we use this word in Hajj. There are several miqat, place where you start your journey for the Hajj. When you put your ihram on. Okay? And Allah says the place is there. Yawmul Majmu', Yawmul Hashr, Yawmul Hisab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them 50 names to the day of judgment. And Allah says, 3 times Allah says to Muhammad to swear by my name that yes, you will be resurrected. In the Quran, Surah Yunus, Surah Saba, and Surah Taghabun. زعم الذين كفروا أن لن يبعثوا قل بلى وربي لتبعثن. The disbelievers, they think that they will not be resurrected. Allah says, tell them by my Lord, I swear by my Lord, that yes, you will surely be resurrected. Remember, the Prophet ﷺ invited his relative to invite them to Allah, to Islam, and he asked him, Wallahi, and he swear there too. In his house, he tells his people, Wallahi latamutunna kama tanamun, wa latub'athunna kama tastayqizun. I swear by Allah that you will die as you go to sleep, and you will be resurrected as you wake up from your sleep. Allah. The Prophet ﷺ said, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, many times, the Quran is full about the resurrection. That's why many times, even in the hadith, just yawmullah, iman billah and iman bil akhirah. Because if you believe in these two, then the rest of the imaniyat are easy. When you surrender, okay, and believe in Allah. The hereafter, believe in wa bil akhirati hum yuqinun, is the most important thing. Some people, they believe, but they took the day of judgment very light. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ashaddu wa abqa. That day. Just imagine a small baby grows and his hair become gray and white. يَوْمًا يَجْعَلُ الْوِلْدَانَ شِيبًا. Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Zamil. 50,000 سنة, 50,000 of years. And Allah says, you will not be sitting there, you will not be laying down there. Allah says, يَوْمَ يَقُومُ النَّاسِ. The people, يَوْمُ الْقِيَامَةِ, day of resurrection, day of standing. People will be standing before their Lord, the Lord of the world. يَوْمَ يَقُومُ النَّاسُ لِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Can we stand in Tarawih for 10 minutes? You know, we say, sometimes the fan does not work. You know, we need to practice wallahi. Just go sometime, you visit. That's why the visit is very important. Traveling is very important too. Go to the third countries. Last month, a colonel from Pakistani army came, and he went by United Nations to a place in Africa, a desert. He built a masjid there, just with the tent, the small things. Very hot, and people are praying there, sweating and they are praying, and very cold and they are praying. They believe in Allah. It's very important, and we will be standing for 50,000 years. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Just this Ramadan is coming. Welcome Ramadan. Ya Allah, I want to change myself. This is my changing month. You know, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَمَجْمُعُونَ إِلَى مِيقَاتِ يَوْمٍ مَعْلُومٍ ثُمَّ إِنَّكُمْ أَيُّهَا الضَّالُّونَ الْمُكَذِّبُونَ. Allah says to these people, oh you, the one who misguided, the one who in error, and disbelievers, those who deny the day of judgment and deny this old religion, Allah and His Prophet Muhammad. What does Allah say? لَآكِلُونَ مِنْ شَجَرٍ مِنْ زَقُومٍ. Shall surely eat of the tree of Zaqum. Zaqum is a very bad tree. In the middle of hellfire, there is a tree of fire. Very bad tree. Shajaratun mal'una. These people will be given food of this tree. فَمَالِئُونَ. You know, mala'a. To fill your stomach. Mala'tu. You know, is the hadith. You remember, I always mention that hadith. Ya ibn Adam, تفرغ لعبادتي أملأ صدرك غنى. You take time for my services, I shall fill your heart with content. I shall fill. This filling is called mala. You know why? This is also the word used for the chief and leaders. قال الملأ in the Quran also, because they are full of everything and arrogance, and they say we are full of everything. We have food, we have fruit, we have houses, we have everything. فَمَالِئُونَ مِنْهَا الْبُطُونَ. Batan is a singular, butun is a plural. So they will be filling their bellies and stomach with that food. فَشَارِبُونَ عَلَيْهِ مِنَ الْحَمِيمِ. And shall drink on top of that from the hot water. Again, the word hamim was there second time. They will be given this drink. Now this water, it is very, very, very hot. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He doesn't use the word hot, but hamim, a severe water, will be given to them. And along with them, and Allah, the way He described, فَشَارِبُونَ شُرْبَ الْهِيمِ. And you will drink like the drink of the thirsty camel. You know the thirsty, those who were in desert area, in the camel, they have a kind of disease. It is called heme. And people, even human beings, they have this kind of disease. They're drinking. They feel they are thirsty, and suddenly they die. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but I'm saying the human being also has this kind of disease. But especially in camel, there are camels, when they have this disease, you know, they are given water, and they die. فَشَارِبُونَ شُرْبَ الْهِيمِ. And which kind of water they will be given? It's hot water they will be drinking. May Allah save us from that. هَذَا نُزُلُهُمْ يَوْمَ الدِّينِ. You know, when you invite your guest, your beloved friend to your house, you open the door and you offer them the first thing before dinner and lunch. What do? Appetizer or water, juice. This is called hospitality, the first time. This is the people of Jahannam. The other punishment will be there. هَذَا نُزُلُهُمْ. This is their first hospitality. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the word hospitality is a positive word. But Allah just make a fun of these people. Because they used to fun of the believers. كَانُوا يَضْحَكُونَ. Allah mentioned in the Quran, in other places. They used to make a fun and they used to laugh at the believers. And they knew whenever a person, he practices now, look at this man, Maulvi Sahib, he is this and that. And their test also, the one who practices now should tolerate that, should not reply at all. Just be patient. And Allah says, last section of Surah Al-Mu'minun, إِنِّي جَزَيْتُهُمُ الْيَوْمَ بِمَا صَبَرُوا. Because I want to reward these righteous people because they tolerated that with passion. Very important. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, هَذَا نُزُلُهُمْ. You know, the same word is used for the good people. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا رَبُّنَا اللَّهِ ثُمَّ اسْتَقَامُوا. The righteous people. تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. They have received the glad tidings of Jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, نُزُلًا مِنْ غَفُورٍ رَحِيمٍ. This is the first hospitality to give them greeting and offer this good thing. People of Jannah. Allah used the same word here. هَذَا نُزُلُهُمْ يَوْمَ الدِّينِ. This is their entertainment on the day of Jannah. يوم الدين. Now, نَحْنُ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ فَلَوْلَا تُصَدِّقُونَ. Allah said, we did create you. We created you. Why do you not believe? Why don't you believe? فَلَوْلَا تُصَدِّقُونَ. Why don't you confirm that I am your creator? Then Allah, the rest of the ayat are very important. You know, it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is wakening up. A wake-up call for every one of us. You know, also this surah, remember, there is a weak hadith that this surah is Surah Al-Mu'na. Whoever recite at the night time, this surah every night, they will not complain about the poverty. The hadith is weak, but the ulama are agreed even the weak hadith for fada'i, you can use that. And ask those people who recite this surah every night, and if you pay attention to these surahs, you know, it will increase your desire for Jannah, and it will decrease, make you scary to seek refuge with Allah from the hellfire. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, these ayat are very beautiful. أَفَرَأَيْتُمْ. You know, do you then see, or have you ever thought this different meaning? أَرَأَيْتُمْ. Ra'a, ra'i does not mean only this. Okay? Vision, the eyes. Okay? But it's also to use your common sense. Have you ever thought, it's also the word ra'i, opinion. Have you ever thought, have you ever seen ma tumnun? You see tumnun from money. Money, the Arabic money, not the English money. The drop water has come from the front side, private parts. It's called sperms. It comes. Now, أَفَرَأَيْتُمْ مَا تُمْنُونَ. That's what Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Qiyamah as well. The last ayah. أَلَمْ يَكُنْ نُطْفَةً مِّن مَّنِيٍّ يُمْنَى. Allah talk about human being. Don't you think that from what we have created you, if a person only think about that, Allah called it mahin. Mahin, the word mahin, insulting, degrading. Allah says we have created you from a degrading and insulting water. Humiliated is the word. Mukrim and muhin. وَمَنْ يُهِنِ اللَّهُ فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ مُكْرِمٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever Allah gives izzah, nobody can humiliate. And whoever Allah humiliate, nobody can honor it. Now, so Allah says, look at this water. Subhanallah, why human being become arrogant? Allah says, فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ مِمَّا خُلِقَ. Insan should think about from what we have created. Subhanallah. Do not think about other insan. Think about your own self. That how did I come to this dunya? Yes, our generation, our origin is a dust, is a soil, it's Adam alayhi salam. But you, how did Allah create? One of the companions, he says, I'm surprised why the son of Adam become Adam. He came to this dunya 2 times from private parts. From man, its sperm from the man went to the woman private parts. Then he came back again from it. And he becomes arrogant. And subhanAllah, Allah is reminding us. Don't you think? فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ مِمَّ خُلِقَ أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الْإِنسَانُ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ. Doesn't he see from what we have created him? Allah is reminding all this. وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Think about your own self. Allah says about that money, sperms, and about us. أَأَنْتُمْ تَخْلُقُونَهُ أَمْ نَحْنُ الْخَالِقُونَ. Is it you who created, or are we are the creator? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks. And at this time, we should answer to Allah. Yes, oh Allah, you are the creator, not we. Okay? أَأَنْتُمْ تَخْلُقُونَهُ. Did you create the sperm, that water? Do you have any abilities to create that? Who created in our body that? It's Allah. And then who creates from that a child, human being, the one who is a handicapped, handsome, ugly, all these? Allah is the one. أَأَنْتُمْ تَخْلُقُونَهُ أَمْ نَحْنُ. نَحْنُ قَدَّرْنَا بَيْنَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمَسْبُوقِينَ. We have decreed as between you death, and we are not to be forced out. وَمَا نَحْنُ. We are the one who have appointed time for your death. Death is coming to you. This word masbooq is, Brother Zahur is learning Arabic. Maf'ul is from sabaqa. Sabiq means the one who comes first. Okay? The one is masbooq, the one who is left behind, because the other people run away from. So he is masbooq. Masbooq means, so another meaning that Allah says, do you think that I'm weak? See? نَحْنُ قَدَّرْنَا بَيْنَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمَسْبُوقِينَ. We are not in the back, we are in the front, we are there. We are not weak, we have power, strength, everything. عَلَىٰ أَن نُبَدِّلَ أَمْثَالَكُمْ وَنُنْشِئَكُمْ فِي مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. In that we may alter your images. أَمْثَالَكُمْ وَنُنْشِئَكُمْ. And we may create you and change your, as the last ayah of Surah Muhammad. يُبَدِّلْ, what is the ayah? ها أنتم هؤلاء تدعون لتنفقوا في سبيل الله فمنكم من يبخل ومن يبخل فإنما يبخل عن نفسه والله الغني وأنتم الفقراء وإن تستبدل قوما غيركم ثم وإن تتولوا يستبدل قوما غيركم. Allah can change you with the other people, will cause you to die. For Allah, nothing is difficult. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُ أَمْثَالَكُمْ. People, you will not be mentioned at all. People will forget the next generation if you don't do your job. But if you do, yes, the next generation will remember you. You will be mentioned to them. أَمْثَالَكُمْ وَنُنْشِئَكُمْ فِيمَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I can create you as a donkey and monkey. Allah mentioned, and Allah did make some people. وَجَعَلَ مِنْهُمُ الْقَرَدَةَ وَالْخَنَازِيرَ وَعَبَدَ الطَّاغُوتِ. Allah mentioned in the Quran. عَلَىٰ أَن نُبَدِّلَ أَمْثَالَكُمْ وَنُنْشِئَكُمْ فِيمَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. We may create you into what you do not know. مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. وَلَقَدْ عَلِمْتُمُ النَّشْأَةَ الْأُولَى فَلَوْلَا تَذَكَّرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. And we already know that you already know the creation in the first instance, the first time. وَلَقَدْ عَلِمْتُمُ النَّشْأَةَ الْأُولَى. You know the first creation. Each, the disbeliever, Christian, Jew, Buddhist, Hindu, you ask this, Muslim, everyone know that how did we come to this dunya? But the question is, Allah says, فَلَوْلَا تَذَكَّرُونَ, don't you take a lesson from it? Everyone should ask themselves, why did Allah create me? Why do I exist? Why do I exist? Why does the world exist? What is the purpose? Why must I die? What is the purpose of my life? If you think like that, and that's why Imam Ghazali, he mentioned, and Umar ibn Khattab, he says, حَاسِبُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ قَبْلَ أَن تُحَاسَبُوا. Do your accountability. Ask yourself these questions. Turn off the light. Be your judge. Consider yourself, free yourself, or make yourself guilty. See, up to you. It is up to you. Ask your own self. فَلَوْلَا تَذَكَّرُونَ, don't you take a lesson? Don't you take heed? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again asking, أَفَرَأَيْتُمْ مَا تَحْرُثُونَ, do you see what you cultivate? You put the seed inside the ground, in the earth. أَأَنْتُمْ تَزْرَعُونَهُ أَمْ نَحْنُ الزَّارِعُونَ, is it you who grow it, or we are the growers? Now, تَحْرُثُونَ, your job is this, to put your seed in the ground, okay? And after that you water it. That is your job. It is up to Allah. Do you grow it? Who bring the sun to give the light, the temperature? Who gives this? The hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amazing hadith. He said, if you want, you should believe in your destination, in your goal, to achieve your goal, and you want to put something in the ground, and you see that the sun is rising from the west. You should hope that yes, it will come, it will grow by Allah, and I will take the benefit of it. Work for your akhirah like that. See? أَأَنْتُمْ تَزْرَعُونَهُ أَمْ نَحْنُ الزَّارِعُونَ. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about your creation, the money, the sperm. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about this, the food you eat. Who created this? وَالَّذِي جَعَلَ لَكُمُ الْأَرْضَ. This rizq, this food and fruit is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah also says in other surahs, in Surah Al-Tariq and Surah Abas, Surah Tariq, Allah says, فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ مِمَّا خُلِقَ. In Surah Abas, Allah says, فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَىٰ طَعَامِهِ. Let the insan think about his food. And how do you prepare? This is also, if you take fire away from your food, you cannot enjoy. And Allah also talk about this food, our creation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us. That's why the surah, if you recite every night and you pay attention to it, subhanallah, you will enjoy it. And try to memorize it. Okay. Allah says, لَوْ نَشَاءُ لَجَعَلْنَاهُ حُطَامًا فَظَلْتُمْ تَفَكَّهُونَ. If we will it, were we to will, we could have made it broken pieces. Hutam. Hutam means crusher. It is also one of the name of Jahannam. In Surah Al-Humazah, recited, وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالَهُ وَعَدَّدَهُ يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ أَخْلَدَهُ كَلَّا لَيُنْبَذَنَّ فِي الْحُطَمَةِ. The same words. Hutaman, what does it mean? Your wealth, all of your property on the day of judgment, Allah will put it in the crusher. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةِ. And what will make you to understand Hutama? Hutama means crusher, pieces small, just like a sand, dust. Okay? Allah says, if I make it dust, like dust, فَظَلْتُمْ تَفَكَّهُونَ. ظَلْتُمْ means, so you become, cease not being bewildered. Means, this also, the word tafakka, used for positive mean, just like the word hamid I mentioned, positive and negative. Then you will be questioning yourself, talking and amazing. What happened? You know, we just put our seed and it should come. You know, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses the word Amanu wa amilu salihat. Iman is like your seed. A'mal salihat is your fruit. Okay? If you put your seed inside the ground and it does not grow and you don't get benefit from it, it means something is wrong with the seed. Okay? So it is just like Iman. If there is a person who says, I have Iman, but there are no good deed, no A'mal salihah. So what does it mean? Something is wrong with the Iman. If the true Iman is there, you cannot miss any salah. You cannot miss any zakah. You cannot forget the good things. You cannot forget your tawbah. If there is just like that, فَظَلْتُمْ إِنَّا لَمُغْرَمُونَ. Allah talk about those people. They say, you know لَمُغْرَمُونَ? The loser. Indeed, we are thrown into debt. مغرم, you know, الغارمون. إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين العاملين عليها والمؤلفة قلوبهم والغارمين. You know غارمين? The one who has gharam. Inna sa, Allah mentioned in Surah Furqan as well. Gharam means penalty. We are in debt. Okay? So you are in debt. Which kind of debt is this? بَلْ نَحْنُ مَحْرُمُونَ. They say, we are deprived. We put our seed, we are the loser. We did not get anything from it. Now again, so all these connected. Water, your food, cultivating the land, and your existence in this dunya, and how do you prepare your food? The major part is done by the fire, and Allah talk about that as well. أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ الْمَاءَ الَّذِي تَشْرَبُونَ. Do you then see, don't you think about this water? Who is sending down? أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ الْمَاءَ الَّذِي تَشْرَبُونَ. Don't you see the water which you drink? Subhanallah. أَأَنْتُمْ أَنزَلْتُمُوهُ مِنَ الْمُزْنِ أَمْ نَحْنُ الْمُنزِلُونَ. You are the one, are you the one who bring it down, or we are the one who bring it down? Allah is asking. Allah is the one. وَالَّذِي يُنَزِّلُ السَّمَاءَ. Allah is the one. أَنزَلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً. And then Allah says, لَوْ نَشَاءُ جَعَلْنَاهُ أُجَاجًا فَلَوْلَا تَشْكُرُونَ. If we make this water salty and not drinkable, then who can make it for you? Sweet water. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us, if I make this, you know, وَمَا يَسْتُوِي الْبَحْرَانِ هَذَا عَذْبٌ فُرَاتٌ وَهَذَا مِلْحٌ أُجَاجٌ. In the ocean there are two parts. There are salty, bitter water, and also sweet and good water. Subhanallah. You know, Allah sent the wind. These come from the ocean. You know, in this muzn is called the cloud. It has a filter for us. Subhanallah. There's a salty water. It goes there, and then from there Allah sends it back to us. Filter it, clean it, and in the shape of snow, somewhere in the river and lakes, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends this water for us. And Allah says, if I make it salty, if anyone who drinks it, they die. See? Then Allah says, فَلَوْلَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Don't you make shukr to Allah? فَلَوْلَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Don't you make shukr? How many times you drink water? Do we follow the sunnah when we drink water? Sit down, say Bismillah. After drinking it, Alhamdulillah, Ya Allah, you give me the water. Subhanallah. Allah. We do not think about this ni'mah. Allah is reminding. Because everything is plenty available for us. You know, we waste it, we do not. Wallahi, you go to those places. You know, Allah bless this country with this, and we get a lot of benefit of it. You know, when our kids, they go to their own country, their parents' country, you know, they become sick. Because they have habit of this clean water. And they are not have the habit to eat that food and drink it, unless they are adjust themselves. فَلَوْلَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Don't you thank Allah? Now the last part. أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ النَّارَ الَّتِي تُورُونَ. Do you see the fire that you kindle? Allah is asking. The fire, nowadays we have gases, alhamdulillah, we have matches, we have lighter, Allah made it very easy for us. Even we should tell our sister, our wife, when they cook food, how did Allah, wallahi, I swear by Allah, if you go to my town, alhamdulillah, most of the houses they have the gas now, the cylinder available, but there are people who bring the wood and they put it and they put the matches and they just kindle the fire. It's not easy. The smoke is inside the room and see. You have noticed that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, in the pre-Islamic time, in the people, at the time of Rasulullah, there was no such way. No gases was discovered at that time. There were gases, but people were not aware of that. So the people, there is a special tree, when they touch with one branch with another, the fire. And that's they used to kindle themselves. أَفَرَأَيْتُمُ النَّارَ. How many benefits of that? Yes, shaitan was created from that, but along with that, it is also the greatest ni'mah for us. Just imagine. Anything, food we eat, cookies or all these, fire is also involved. It is one of the ni'mah of Allah, that when you make tea or coffee for yourself, who is the one who created this electricity? Who is the one who put the power of electricity in it? It's Allah. Subhanallah. أَأَنْتُمْ أَنْشَأْتُمْ شَجَرَتَهَا أَمْ نَحْنُ. Is it you who have created the tree thereof, or we are the creator? نَحْنُ جَعَلْنَاهَا. All these things, especially the fire, Allah says we made it. تَذْكِرَةً, a lesson, a reminder, a remembrance, tazkirah. وَمَتَاعًا, مَتَاعًا, and articles of use. Just imagine, one of the men, he wrote a book and he wrote a story of the floor. Wheat. The wheat. Only one wheat. One piece of wheat. He made a story of this. He says, this insan is very ungrateful. This wheat is crying. He says, I was thrown into the earth. Then they put mud on me. I came up again. And this insan crushed me. Then they give me to their wife to beat me. Put the water and beat me. And still he is not happy with me. And he put me on the fire. And burned. And he's still not happy. And he wants to cut me with his teeth. See? And after this story, he says, don't you make shukr to Allah. Just look into the wheat. فَلَوْلَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Allah says, وَمَتَاعًا لِلْمُقْوِينَ. Muqween is also many meanings. One of them, the travelers. The people, they used to do that. So for all these, what you need to do, فَسَبِّحْ بِسْمِ رَبِّكَ الْعَظِيمِ. Then declare sanctity, glorify the name of your Lord, the most gracious. Subhana Rabbil Azim and Subhana Rabbil Ala. Sabbih Bismi Rabbika Al-Azim and Sabbih Isma Rabbika Al-Ala. The Prophet ﷺ says, making your sajda, when you go down, who is A'la? Okay? Allah is the high. Okay? So he says, Subhan Rabbil Ala. Your lower position, so you praise Allah for his high status. Your ruku, the Prophet ﷺ said, Subhan Rabbi al-Azim. So glorify the name of your Lord. The last section is shorter than this one, inshallah. Like this one, yes. You missed the first part.
Yeah.
And there was a special thing for you.
says that with us, inshallah, there will be jinn brothers.
Yes.
Who are Muslim, right?
And jinn sisters too.
They will be living with us or separate Jannah. They don't share our roof.
Allah A'lam. You ask Allah to give a special palace, no jinn and no. You and your wife stay there and enjoy.
So the jinn, the Imam jinn will be in.
Yes. There are good jinn. Very good jinn. See, they read Quran, they do Qiyamul Layl. Okay? And there are bad jinn. Good are, bad insan and bad. Shayateen al-insi wal-jinn. Shayateen among the insan, shayateen among the jinn. But after 2 weeks, good news. After 2 weeks, shayateen will be changed. Okay? So the iman will be very easy to practice. And just change them. You can control your jinn. Okay? Bad jinn. The one who bothers us. And do not allow us. Okay? Yes, brother.
Can you say again the sunnah for drinking water?
Yes, there are 7 sunnah. Number 1. Take the water. Sit down. Number 1. Okay? It's physically, it is also proof. It's good. Slow. With 3 sip.
You can sit on a chair or
On the ground. More humiliation. More like a slave in suffering. Okay? But if you don't, then you can see. It is not haram while you are staying to drink it. Not haram. But it's not good. It's not jaiz. Okay? I'm not talking about halal and haram. So, to say the name of Allah, Bismillah. You sit down. Number 2. You eat with the 3 sip. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? 3 times. And in the end, you say Alhamdulillah. Okay? So, to follow them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives it is your aada. Everyone has to drink. But if you drink it and follow the sunnah, you satiate your want, okay? You fill your stomach, you eradicate your hunger and thirst, and you also get reward. You see, similar is the case when the Prophet ﷺ asked about the wife issues, and he mentioned with the company, with the companion of the Prophet ﷺ. And he says, when you go to your wife and sleep with her, a companion asked a question and he was surprised. Ayati ahaduna bishahwatihi, or one of us come and fulfill his sexual desire, will he get reward for that? The Prophet ﷺ asked him, what do you think if he commit the same thing without Islam, without nikah? You see, it's the same thing. To have children without nikah, it is haram and it's a major sin. With nikah, it is allowed. And it becomes sadaqah. Always the sweet sunnah for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to understand the Quran.
Just a quick question. What was the name of the surah you were saying to recite before we go to bed, not to think about poverty?
This is the surah.
Sorry.
But this is the surah, but this is 2 are authentic hadith, Surah Sajda and Surah Al-Mulk. Okay, Tabarak al-Ladhi and Surah Al-Sajda. Those 2 surah are more important to recite than this one. Okay? With that one, Allah protect you from the punishment of the grave. Okay? And the Prophet ﷺ used to recite. The hadith of this surah is weak, and I have to mention that. Okay? Reading Quran every night, it's always good. Okay? It's the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So recite it, any part of the Quran, but especially recite and try to understand. When you recite these ayat, you have an idea at least. Okay? 3 group, creation of Allah, all these, to remember that if it is there, then you will get more benefit, more reward. Sallu ala Muhammad. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك اللهم آنس وحشتنا في قبورنا. اللهم ارحمنا بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لنا إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة. اللهم ذكرنا منه ما نسينا وعلمنا منه ما جهلنا وارزقنا تلاوته آناء الليل وأطراف النهار واجعله لنا حجة يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعل القرآن ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا وجلاء أحزاننا وذهاب همومنا وغمومنا. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make us able to be alive in the month of Ramadan. And Allah, make us among those people who get a fully benefit from the month of Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make us righteous and muttaqeen people. Make us among السابقون السابقون. Make us among أصحاب الميمنة. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. صلى الله عليه وسلم.